Hi everyone, welcome to Wonder Boys Collectibles. Today we'll be doing a very quick review into the King Arts 1:9 scale Iron Man Mark 42 armor, the one that came out in the Iron Man 3 movie. So today I'll just be sharing with you a bit about what I think its pros and also some of the cons, and whether or not you should consider buying one. We'll leave that to you to decide at the end of the video. So being a figurine collector, I do pay a lot of attention to the box itself. So we'll start off today's review with the box itself. So I do collect all the different boxes from Hot Toys, King Arts and other figurines, and if I can display them, I would display them. So let's start off with reviewing the box a bit. So we'll put the figure aside and let's have a look at the box, right? So I do believe that in recent times a lot of the figurine manufacturers have kind of skimped out on the box design itself, so they don't put as much importance in it. So I do like to see details in the boxes, so I'm very satisfied to say this box is pretty unique. So as you can see, normally King Arts, what they do is they put the figure, the whole armor on the box itself. So this is more of a zoom in. I love it because it kind of wraps around the box, and if you can have a look here, this is actually like a 3D-ish print, right? So this top part comes out similar to the armor itself. So that's pretty unique, and if you actually open it, tada, you can see the armor inside. So love that bit of detail. Quick view on this part is, though you can see the inner parts, it's kind of not too detailed, so it's not very much of a HD image. It looks very much printed. Not sure if that was part of the design, but that's there. And you can see some minor, if I bring it in, we can see some minor finishing problems. So you can see it's all flipped inside. So unique as it is to open and close like that, there is a lot of flaws as well into the design, so that's that. But overall I would say very unique, very nice. I would display this. On the side, if we have a look, you can see the Mark 42. Once more, I feel this is very cheap. They could have done better with this print or even the font itself. On the back, it looks very much like a Hot Toys box, if you can see that. And on the side is so you can see the armor actually wraps around the box itself. So overall, the box, I would say pretty good. I like it. Plus points for the fact that they went out of the way to do this opening here, right? So now let's open it up. If I open it and I pull it out, right, you can actually see the foam box inside. Of course, that's the user manual. So this is the user manual. This is the foam box itself. So as you can see, you've got King Arts logo here and Mark 42. And if we open up the inside, oops, hurt, everything dropped. Sorry. Right, as you can see, that's the inside. On top here, you do get the fist, the palm repulsors, and so forth. So that's there. Nothing special there. Right, so now let's move on to the figure itself. So let's put that back and let's pull the figure here. Alright, so that's pretty much the box. So overall, I think the box is pretty good. I would display the box. Now into the figure itself, as you can see, very, very articulated. Much more than the Mark 42 by Hot Toys. So I did have the Mark 42, but the pink panties issues came out, so I kind of got rid of it, and this is the replacement. So I purchased this in 2020 for around, let's see, trusty calculator, so around 200 USD. So I would like to say that pretty good price. Of course, you lose out on the head sculpt and also on the sides itself. So this is 1:9 scale, so it's much smaller. But for me, I don't mind because I do collect my 1:6 scale and also 1:9 scale. So it fits pretty well, and I don't mind just collecting the armors itself. I don't so much display the it with the head sculpt. So overall, let's have a quick look around the figure. So as you can see, articulation is really, really good. So I won't dive too much into this, but the legs can come all the way down here, which enables you to get that landing pose, right? So you can do full split here, as you can see, full split. Legs go all the way back, so that's the max. Back here, all the way back, as you can see there. Right, arms, head is pretty much. I would prefer the head could articulate a bit more. So that's as high as it can go, right? This as low as it can go. They got right and left. So that pretty much covers for the articulation. Now, as to the cons of the body itself, there's a bunch of rubber parts. So similar to the Hot Toys model, the panties here is all rubber, so that will fade. I've seen a bunch of King Arts figures, the same Mark 42, and all this will end up fading. So you could do some simple touch-ups, but be aware that's going to happen. The gloves are all made of rubber, so this is going to fade unless it's the articulated palm, so that is fine, right? I've also noticed this part here seems to be fading a bit, so I'm not too sure if that is by design or it's actually fading. So a few things to be concerned about, but nothing a simple touch-up won't fix, right? So you've got all of that. Design wise looks good, paint app is good, minor flaws here and there, but overall, would I give this a pass? Yes, I would give this a pass, and it will definitely be very nice within my collection. It's definitely much less painful because of the price point, so it's only as mentioned around 200 USD. So yeah, that works pretty well. Oh, one last point is there's a bunch of die casts. I'm pretty happy with the fact that the chest plate here is also die cast, so there is some weight to it, and pretty happy with that overall. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the review. If I were to summarize everything, box, I would give it, let's say, an 8 out of 10. The figure itself, I would give it, had this not been rubber, I would have given it around a 9 over 10. I always think there's always room for improvement, but because of this, I would give it also around 7.5 to 8-ish over 10. Would I recommend it? Yes. It would suit very well in your collection, especially if you have 1/9 scales and you're looking for a cheaper alternative. So that's pretty much it. If you want to know more about this figure, do comment and I will try and respond and share with you whatever your concerns are, and I'll try and answer them. Thank you, and stay tuned for the next video.